Hey guys, Smith here with Minute Maintenance. I'm here looking at my new, to me, 2013 F150 Lariat. Now whenever I purchase a vehicle, whether it's going to be new or whether it's going to be used, there are a couple things that I like to do to the vehicle to make sure that it's going to be reliable for me in the short term and the long run. And hopefully this video is going to help you guys do a few things to your cars to make sure it lasts a little bit longer. Let's go ahead and get under the hood and let's get started. Hey guys, Smith here with Minute Maintenance. Hope everybody's having a healthy and happy new year. I'm coming at you today with an unreleased portion of a video I had done earlier this fall when I changed all 16 spark plugs on my 2013 Ford F150 with over 150,000 miles on it. Now this is something I like to do to most of my vehicles whenever I pick them up, whether they're new or used. I like to get them nice and clean and breathing fresh and ready to go. When I changed all 16 spark plugs, I noticed that my throttle body was pretty filthy. She was pretty covered in carbon, so I went ahead and pulled that off and got that cleaned up as well. And I filmed a little bit of me doing that, so here's the portion of that video where I'm at here in the Midwest. There's snow on the ground and ice as well, and it's a little harder to get outside and work on some vehicle projects, and they're starting to slow up a little bit, so I thought I'd go ahead and get this released for you. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. If you want to see the original video where I'm changing spark plugs, go ahead and check that out here on the same channel, Minute Maintenance. Like, subscribe, and any comments, questions, drop those below, guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Let me go over the list of things that I have, the simple hand tools that I have on hand that we're going to use to get this job done. So what we have right here is we have two different size socket wrenches. We have a 5.5 millimeter socket, which we'll use to remove the inner fender wheel cover to get to the lower 8 spark plugs, both on the passenger and the driver's side. We have the 8 millimeter socket, a 10 millimeter socket, and a 5/8, and that's actually for the spark plugs themselves. And I also have two different size extensions because you never really know when it comes to the accessories and different angles on the engine exactly how easy it's going to be to get to some of these. So it's always a good idea, guys, just to have a couple different extensions on hand. Gives you some more options. So first things first, we're going to remove this upper level breather box. This is connected directly to the throttle body, and it comes all the way over here and connects to your air filter. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen up this band here. And then we're going to, with this is going to be 8 millimeter, then we need a 10 millimeter bolt here, and a 10 millimeter bolt down underneath here, which is why we got to loosen this one up to get it out of the way. So we did a 10 millimeter bolt. And after that, there'll be one more bolt right back here that we need to get to on that band right here, just to make things a little bit easier for ourselves. And that's going to be another 8 millimeter as well. And then this whole box here is going to come right up, and we'll have direct access to all our spark plugs on both sides. So let's go ahead and get that started. Alright, we got our 8 millimeter socket here, and it's set for lefty loosey because we want to loosen things up right now. I know that's a little juvenile, but it always helps me remember. So we're lefty loosey. We're going to put this cat on here right now, and there we go. Get her nice and loosened up. Don't need to go too far, just enough we can wiggle her right on off there. Perfect. I'm going to push it off to the side, which is out of the way. Now we'll switch to 10 millimeter, and we'll get bolt number 1 and bolt number 2. And again, lefty loosey. Now, if you wanted to get in here with some sort of impact or some sort of power drill to actually get these removed, it would be a little bit faster, but that's completely unneeded. It's a beautiful day out. We're in no rush. We'll go ahead and get this job done using simple hand tools that we have on site. We'll set this right over here. One down and one to go. All right, broke that one loose. Now we can just go ahead and finish her off like so. And there we go. And now we got one more to get in the back. Alright guys, here we are on the back side. Hopefully you can go ahead and see this. And again, we're just going to loosen that one up just to make things a little bit easier on ourselves. And there we go, that should be good enough. We'll bring her on over here to the front. We'll go ahead and grab a hold of her. Oh, let's slip over here. And we got these two hoses here. There. And this hose right here, which just has a simple tab release right there at the top. See me pointing at that, it's a little tab release. Go ahead and push that down. She slides right off. And then bada bing, bada boom. Go ahead and set that off to the side. It has these clamps here connected to these heater hoses. We'll go ahead and just slide that off. Not the end of the world. And we have full access to our throttle body, which we'll do another video on later because that's also something I like to do to my vehicles. At about 100,000 miles or when I purchase them, I like to take off the throttle bodies and give that a good cleaning because you can see right here. Oh, look at that gunk. Look at all that. Your engine is breathing that, and so it's a good idea to get that cleaned up. Alright guys, so now we're going to take off the rest of that throttle body. As you can see on the inside, she is filthy. We're going to clean her up right now. It'll give us much better gas mileage, much better performance. I know it doesn't seem like that big a deal, but I promise you folks, and any vehicle over 100,000 miles, you're going to want to get this done, and it's super easy to get to. I'm doing this as soon after I change these spark plugs and do everything at the same time. So once you get this breather box off, like I showed you how to do, slide that off to the side, and bam, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts and this electrical harness, and we're good to go. And the whole thing comes right off. We'll clean it up with some carb cleaner and a toothbrush, and I'll show you how to get that done. So right now, let's go ahead and get this electrical connector off. All right, guys, so to get this electrical connector off, what you want to do is you want to come over here, and you want to get a hold of this red tab. And you want to just go ahead and work her loose a little bit. She might be a little bit stiffer for some of you, so if you want to take a flathead screwdriver and gently, now this is plastic guys, gently put in between the red and the black. You can pry on it till it gets out of there. Then this black tab up top, you go ahead and push that down, and the whole thing slides right off. Never pull on the wires. Do the best you can. Take your time. Use 2 hands if you have to, but grab a hold of the outside sleeve, the body. Push down on that. And there you go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now we got 4 bolts. Let's go ahead and get those out of. Now to remove this throttle body, we're going to just need our socket wrench here with a 10mm on there. Okay, so that's 10mm. We'll get these 4 bolts off. Here we go. All right. Alright guys, and there you have it. Throttle body has been removed. Look at that. Now what you're going to want to do is we're going to get some carb cleaner, we're going to get an old toothbrush, and we'll get this taken care of. You can just see inside all that filth. Let's get a little sunlight action. See all that filth and garbage on the inside of that. Oh my goodness. We're going to clean that up. She'll be breathing a lot better. How would you like this if this was coating your throat when you're trying to breathe and run? Wouldn't be very good. Alright, so now that we got that throttle body off, all we need now is some carb cleaner and an old toothbrush you have lying around your house. And all we're going to do is we're going to spray down the throttle body the best we can, and we're going to scrub with this toothbrush. You don't want to use anything too abrasive because you don't want to cause any damage, but you want to be able to get all that garbage off there. So let's go ahead, let's get after it. Alright, so now we got our throttle body off. Let's go ahead and shake this can up. Go ahead and spritz her all in there. Get all that debris off the outside. There we go. All that oil and gunk down there. Get your toothbrush and just start scrubbing. And you can see right away, guys, look at all that garbage coming off there. Oh my goodness. We'll flip around, do the same thing on the back side. Alright, now that we use a toothbrush to get everything loosened up, we'll use a microfiber cloth here to wipe everything down. That already looks so much better, guys. Oh my goodness. Let's flip around. Let's do the same thing. Look at that, guys. And how easy was that? 4 bolts, an electrical connector, and it came right off. Oh my goodness, and it looks so much better. Look at that shine. No more oil, no more carbon, no more garbage buildup in there. This thing is going to breathe so much better now. You're going to get every drop of performance and gas mileage out of your car as you possibly can. This is something anybody can do at home. All you need is a microfiber cloth, a toothbrush, and some carb cleaner. And you know what? A minute to do some maintenance. So let's go ahead and get this reinstalled and finish up. All right, guys, and the reinstall is just the reverse of everything we just did. We just got to go ahead and take the throttle body, set her back in there, and start hand threading these bolts. All right, then we just take our electrical connector at the top, go ahead and make sure that's clean on the inside. There we go, and just a nice, satisfying click. Boom. And there we go. And again, grab it by the electrical connector body. Don't grab it by the wires and pushing this in. Now all we got to do is, we got a clean throttle body. All we got to do is rehook everything up. Let's keep going. All right, guys, to finish this reinstall, we went ahead and loosened this up earlier. Let's go ahead and pull this off. There we go. We'll reinstall this on the back side of the breather box. Now we take our breather box and hook everything back up to the throttle body, just like before. And there are 2 bolts go in the front, 1, 2. Breather tube reinstall, and let's get things started. Once we're there, let's go ahead and force around there. We're going to tighten this guy up here with 8mm, and then tighten up this guy back here on the throttle body with an 8mm, and then we're done. There we go. Let's go ahead and tighten that guy down. That guy right there. Good to go. And last but not least, hose 1 and hose 2. Alright guys, how easy was that? Now we got a clean, brand new looking throttle body that's going to allow this vehicle to drive better, breathe better, be more fuel efficient. When you're rocking a 6.2 liter, every drop of gas, every block you can get, it really counts. So I appreciate you guys sticking with me, and I hope this inspired every single one of you guys to take a minute out of your day to do some maintenance. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop those below. We'll try to get those answered. And this is one of the things that I like to do on any vehicle that I purchase, whether it's going to be new, whether it's going to be used. I want to start fresh and clean, make sure all that carbon, that gunk is out of the way. So again, drop some comments or questions below. Take a minute out of your day, guys. Let's get some maintenance done. Catch you next time.